never try, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, get the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Jameis to throw it. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 44.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Murray throwing on second down. This complete to the tight end Clay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 27, Winston drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. First down, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Motion. 43.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And some room to roam now. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. ATG. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
That's it. Big hit. Ready up. 44. Mike, 44. Switch.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Off the play fake, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
At the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. Wait. 43's the mic, boy. 43.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's second down. Murray again, second and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he fires one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14.
21, Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 43 is the mic. Watch run. 43 is the mic. 43 hot.
From the gun, Winston. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jordan Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
43 in the front ball. Watch the pass. Here we go.
3rd and long for Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Come on. Right there. 54.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51 the mark, boy. 51.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you. 44 is mine.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got 4. Let go.
Here's Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. March 43. You must be drinking.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Ready? White 25. Check, 43. In your face. 43 is the mic. I want that. Give me that ball. Tommy. Give me that ball. Let him go.
Jameis to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half here, Winston. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Here we go. Chance. Eddie Wilson. Hush him.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? White 25. It's our time. It's our time. Let's go.
Winston. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Johnson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. Fofo to Mike. Mike Fofo. You right. 44.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
At the Bucs' 26-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Winston now from the 50. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
It's going to be a long day. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 43 is the mic.
Jameis now on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
would do? I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
We own them. Football's the mic.
Throwing now is Murray. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there, 54, right there. Come on. Mine's 54. Mine's 54. So don't say nothing. Hey,
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that will be incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, this complete to Jones. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Easy. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Let's go, D. Green, triple team.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. He's got Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
40. Ready. Black 45 behind. I smell fear in that offense. Follow.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
He's not going to get me. Green, triple team.
From from the gun. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Buccaneers, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Wait. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, keep it.
They'll throw again. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Again, it's Winston. The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. To the air again with Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
Watch the safety creep. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On first down, it's Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Murray. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of them.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up, but relentless. That's the one word.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season.